Good morning. I wasn't about to do this demo anytime soon, but because I am making a little arrangement for my daughter who's coming home tonight, I thought I would give it a try. I had to set the camera up so that you can't see below my waist where my pajamas are. So you bear with me. It took me 33 minutes to get the camera set up because I don't have my son here. He'll be sleeping for another 4 hours, and I need to give this a try. And plus, I don't want him making fun of me, which he's going to do. So, I bought some gorgeous roses at my local discount produce place and some fantastic lilies here. I really thought the orange and the green and the white looked great together. When you make an arrangement like this, leaves are, oh man down. That guy's beat. You want to get rid of a lot of the foliage because it will die off quickly. Cut your stems on an angle and then place it in a vessel of your choice. I happen to be using a clear rectangle vase that I have a big collection. Now the lilies are very, very sturdy, so they make a good framework for any other flowers. So if you wanted to do this with other flowers, anything that has sturdy branches should probably be put in first, and that kind of creates the architecture for your arrangement. So I only have 4 stems because these are big and they are almost fully open. Now we're going to work on the roses, strip off all of the leaves. I prefer to also strip off those tiny little outside leaves outside the petals because they also turn brown quickly and dry up and look really cruddy. If any of the petals are damaged on the outside, just go ahead and rip them off. You know, you can just pop them off just like that. You don't have to be gentle. And then I'm just going to place them in throughout the lilies. Now, normally when I make an arrangement in a clear vase, I will use some sort of greenery, big leaves such as hosta or hellebore, peony leaves, anything like that works really well to line the container. And I guess since I didn't really think about that, you're going to have to stay tuned for next time. Because after I do this video, I'm going to go in and I'm going to take all these out actually and probably put in some leaves so that you can see what that looks like. In a clear container, especially if you're putting it on the table, you really don't want people to look at the stems or any of the mechanics that you have to put in. Sometimes you need to add things in that people shouldn't see, like those little wire frames that you can stick over the top of a vase to hold the flowers in straight, anything like that. And plus the water sometimes gets nasty, and I don't like looking at that. So that and the maze of roots that you've got going. I wish I knew the name of these roses. These are fantastic. I do a lot of my flower shopping at a local discount produce place. I'm doing a lot of ahs. I hear that. I remember that from my public speaking class in college. Our class used to count how many times you said or filled your pauses with words. I should know better. Anyway, you have to hit those places up pretty regularly, so I wouldn't travel too much for it, but if you know where they are, they will tell you when they get their shipments in, if their shipments are looking low, and if you're doing a big project and you need to do a whole bunch of arrangements, they're usually really good about letting you know when they're getting their flowers in. I don't know that you can order particular plants unless you're going to a full-on wholesaler, but mine are very agreeable. And the cost is so low, so much lower than anywhere else that it's worth the drive, at least for me. Other places to get flowers are your local grocery store. The quality is usually pretty good. And you know, they're like three bunches of flowers for $12 or $10 or whatever. And it's amazing what you can do with some of the stuff you find at the grocery store. So here we are so far. Some of these guys are getting a little bit lost in the lilies, but you can see that pop of color. It is so humid right now. I should have put my hair back in a ponytail, but oh well. For the demo, it'll have to do. And it is so weird talking to nobody. I can't even tell you. I did not want to ever try one of these because I really had a hard time talking. Well, I'm not. I'm actually talking to myself because I can see myself in the camera. That's lovely. So here we go. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe I'll change my background so you have to see my refrigerator, but I've left a little bit of the green and a bud in there. I don't know if you can see that. For just a little bit of interest. Sorry, I'm still working on my coffee here. Vocabulary is hurting. And then I may go out and get I have some willow, put some willow branches in. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll line the vase, go out, look in my garden and see if I can find some branches. And then I'll come back and we'll do a part 2. See ya.